Just had to unmute my mic there, but good evening, everyone. And it is just after 8 p.m. on Friday, March 25th, and welcome to yet another Friday Night Live here on the Johnny Strides channel, not to be confused with Sunday Night Live on the Johnny Stumbles channel. And I'd just like to welcome you all to the chat. I see Marg H, Alb, Vivian Johnson is here, Gertej, Susan, Whoosja, John O'Meara, Cody Shaw, COVID Hippo, Jeremy, Dave, Steven, Jeanette is here, Yogi is here, and DJ Ian. And hello to everyone else who is dropping in after, who I haven't yet greeted. And also, I'd just like to send out a special thanks to our moderators for keeping things clean in the chat over the past year or so that I've been live. I guess I've been live streaming for a year and a half. So thank you, as well as to our YouTube channel members and our Patreon supporters and everyone else who just subscribed, hit the like button, dropped into the stream. So thank you. And normally I kick these off with a drink. So I'm going to give you guys a choice of what I'm going to drink. I have this Bose Lug Tread 2.5%. And I have this Van Full of Weirdos Juicy IPA. And it is a green can. That's why you can kind of see through it. And I also have this yellowish mystery water, which I may or may not have got from the bathroom. So just before I fire up the first of two videos I'm going to be playing in the background tonight, videos that you won't find anywhere else but on this live stream, let me put up this poll. And what should I drink? We have the Bose Lug Tread 2.5%. I think I would have prepared this ahead of time. The Van Full of Weirdos IPA. I think that's 6.2%. And 3. All right, cast your votes. And good evening, the Ottawa Wanderer. Thank you for dropping in. And I'm going to shrink myself down a little bit. So the first video I'm going to play tonight, I recorded as my first e-scooter stream of the year after finally getting my e-scooter up and running. However, due to a camera malfunction, I think about 7 or 8 minutes into it, the camera just decided to point down and look at my feet instead of ahead. So this is going to be a short one. But rather than just delete the video and forget it ever existed, I'm going to play it here. So let me make myself a little bit less in the way. How's that? Is that good? What happened to your battery? We'll talk a bit about that in a moment. And let me get this video fired up. And maybe we'll play the audio just for the intro. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, March 22nd. The time right now is 2:45 p.m. And the temperature is around 5 degrees Celsius. And I'm here on Hayden Street. Fun fact, I cannot hear the audio. You can hear it, but I can't hear it. Making an appearance on this channel for the first time this year. There's the now dead e-scooter. I'm just going to turn it on here and verify that the battery at least appears to be fully charged. See how that poll is doing. All right, I'm going to crank down the audio now on that, so I'm not constantly talking over myself. Yeah, let's just pull it all the way down, and I'll put some music on. Oops. So 18% voting Bose Lug Tread, 48% Van Full of Weirdos, and 34% want me to take a sip of the mystery yellow water, or the yellow mystery water. Also, tomorrow morning's video will be unveiling a new camera, and I might as well show that off tonight. So if you stick around for the stream, I will reveal what's inside of here. Whoop, I think I just accidentally showed you what was inside of there. If your Google skills are up to snuff, you'll be able to find out. But I'll open up this package in a little bit, and I'll show you guys what's going on inside this particular case that has a new camera in it. I sent the video just as a courtesy to the company to review, and they said looks good, so we're gonna go with that tomorrow. It's about 25 minutes long, and then on Sunday we've got a walk I just recorded right before this live stream. Actually, I went downtown quickly and made a quick video. It looks like I'm going to be drinking the van full of weirdos, although yellow mystery water's at 37%. So yeah, I'll be unveiling that camera. I'll do that. And on Sunday, I have a new toy that I have ordered that may or may not be a new scooter. So we'll talk a bit about that on the Sunday night live Stumble stream. Although the tracking for that says it's going to come Monday. I ordered it and it says will arrive as soon as tomorrow. I ordered it yesterday. So today was tomorrow, but then it said arriving Saturday, then it said arriving Tuesday, and then they just gave me the FedEx tracking number and it says coming Monday. And I did not order it from Amazon. So I've got a big new package coming Monday, and I'll probably make a video to show that off, and then we'll be out making several videos with it. And if you're wondering, this is heading east along Bloor Street East, and I'm going to turn south down Sherburne Street, which is just up ahead. This is Ted Rogers Way, so the next major street will be Sherburne, and then I'm going to head south, and this is on the e-scooter. The e-scooter that is on my balcony right now, and I'm currently doing a battery rundown on it. So unfortunately, the stream I was supposed to do yesterday was going to be on the e-scooter, but when I went to turn it on, I didn't have full battery capacity, which was kind of annoying, so we went with the e-bike stream. And as for the chat, feel free to chat amongst yourselves, ask me anything. It's pretty laid back, easy going on these streams. It's really more of a hangout. It's also a nice way to sort of end the week, even though tomorrow's really the end of the week, by not going around and tiring myself out walking all over the city. That's why I kind of like doing these streams. And it gives me a chance to pay more attention to the chat and to the community, because when I'm out on the e-bike or on the e-scooter, e-bike more than the e-scooter, there's not a whole lot of interaction relative to the other kinds of streams. Alex says end of the work week, school week. Yeah, I'm very adamant. I'm one of those Saturday is the last day of the week people. Adam C drop it in, says hey Johnny. Hello Adam C. Jeanette saying hi to Marg. Hope you're feeling better, Marg. Yogi is in the chat. All right. Who is rigging this poll? Looks like Yellow Mystery Water is neck and neck with Van Full of Weirdos. We're going to end this. I want to start drinking, so we're going to... Alexa, remind me to end the poll in 1 minute. All right, in 1 minute, we're going to start drinking. And now we are going south down the west side of Sherburne Street. And my hands were getting kind of cold, so I pull over in a second to put on some gloves, and that's when the video literally goes south. Mike T says Friday is the last day of the week, Saturday is the first day of the weekend. That's one way to look at it. Maury Povich is retiring. Maury Povich, he's still alive. I remember going to my grandparents' house, and he was on there with competing against Oprah and Phil and Judge Wapner. Do you remember Judge Wapner? What if Alexa answers, do it yourself, you slacker? I'm quite abusive with my Alexa. So I just pulled over to throw my gloves on, and I think I accidentally hit the head of the camera because it kind of pointed down here. All right, the poll is over. Alexa, stop. Vivian is thinking about getting Alexa just to have someone order around. Make sure it's within shouting distance from my streams, because I certainly talk about it or order it around quite a bit. So I think right there, I think I just bumped my camera with my elbow or with something, because you can see it's now pointing down. And thus, my first e-scooter video of the year is a spectacular fail, as we are just looking straight down into the ground. Isn't that nice? What a nice view. So I'll be opening up this van full of weirdos, but we'll take a sip of the Yellow Mystery Water. This is literally just tap water with a few drops of Diet Pepsi in there. That's how I got it to look kind of gross. It is not from the toilet. Clayton Crawford says, Johnny, is it true you plan on downhill skiing Mount Everest? No. Easy answer to that. Pentland says it's brewed in Glasgow, Scotland, so very much an import product in Canada. Is that this? Van full of weirdos? Is that what we're talking about? Well, this is brewed in Scotland, so maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Hello, Sanjay in Kingston. Kyle K, this is the tech trendy ES Commute. So I'm going to go put the other beer back in the fridge just so it doesn't go warm. And I'm going to get rid of this disgusting glass of yellow tepid water. I'll put the sound back on this video. Ride. Just so you can listen to it. And then we'll switch over to the good video when I get back. Because literally this is just me driving around looking at my feet. Or looking straight down. I'll be back. And here is Carlton Street. Beach Normand says, is Canada open to vaccinated citizens of the U.S.? Thanks. From Mark McGraw in Ormond Beach, Florida. Yes, it is. I think it's even open to non-vaccinated. But if you aren't, you have to show proof of a negative test on arrival, and then 8 days later followed up with a negative test. But if you're fully vaccinated, come on in. And please come this summer. We have Gerard Street East. A very starved tourist industry. There's a lot of people, like service employees and theater, just all kinds of industries that have been just decimated because we haven't had the usual domestically or tourist travel, domestically and internationally. Can continue. All right, so let's end this video, just because this is literally just 30 minutes of looking straight down here. That's the old Kenny. And we're going to put on a video that I recorded this morning. And my hands got very, very cold on this. Fahad says, why did you choose this particular scooter? It was light. For some reason in my mind, lightweight was something I really wanted. Because I pictured myself running up and down subway stairs with it. And it had a decent range. And it was by a company based in Toronto that I really liked. I think it's a good scooter, but... Oh, this video is too loud? This video should be fine because I'm not talking in this video, so just the background sound should be fine. Here, I can test that. Video should be fine because I'm not talking in this video, so just the background sound. Or maybe it was the last video that was too loud that I forgot to turn down. Bilal says, hi, Johnny from Cancun. Hello, I was just in Cancun. Let's hurry up and get this 6.2% IPA, which is normally a beautiful green can, but you guys can't see that. Lisa was just watching, the video I posted this morning. Yeah, that umbrella. That was quite a fight I had there with the umbrella. Mike T's wife and him just booked 2 nights in Niagara Falls for June. Awesome. This is north up Broadview Avenue, and I'm going to turn right, and we're going to head across Cosburn. So we're going to head right across the heart of East York, a former borough of Toronto. And then I'm going to go south down Main Street. I've never been to the north end of Main Street, so this was kind of cool. And then I'm going to ride across Upper Gerrard, and then we're going to ride through downtown, and then I'm going to come up home. Randy C. just watched the 5 vs. 1 MMA. I saw that. I thought it was kind of ridiculous. Sanjib asking if I can make a bus ride. I've put on a lot of transit rides in the background on these channels. But I do have a poll question I'm going to post later today that's going to address that question. Gertedge is so glad everything's going back to normal. Yeah, not quite, but almost. I'm certainly glad about it. Hey, Ree Park. Good evening, Johnny Strides and everyone. Glad I made it with a yawning emoji and a smiley emoji. Welcome to the stream, Hey, Ree Park. One consequence of riding around on my e-bike so much this past week, I recorded a video, 2 live streams, and then this hour and 15-minute ride I went on This is on the e-bike, by the way. Is that my lips got really chapped just by riding into the wind and it being so cold. So anything like salty just kind of burns my lips, which is kind of annoying. Have you ever tried the Rush beer? Asks Clem. No, I haven't. I didn't even know there was a Rush beer. Chris Mills is looking at turning his Cannondale hybrid into an e-bike. If you're handy, I think that would be a really neat thing to do. Or you could always just take it to a shop and have them install a conversion kit. But yeah, this is in East York, and I'm about to turn right onto Cosburn. And I don't know, I've ridden on part of Cosburn in a previous video, but I've never checked out the entire length of the street before. So this is kind of a neat chance for me to at least explore something that I haven't yet. Susan forgot that. Yeah, that part of the world, they are already on to Saturday. Fahad says Vaseline works wonders. Yeah, I don't have any Vaseline or lip balm, unfortunately. So if you see me covering, I'm naturally lubricating my lips. There's a Rush beer from Henderson Brewery. Rush, Henderson Brewery. I have not seen that. I'll keep an eye out for it. And if I see it in the LCB, I'll just pick one up and throw it in my usual... I usually buy 6. They have those little paper takeout holders where you could put in 6 beers. So I'll add it to my next batch from the LCBO. Susan's asking if I would ever take you to P Mall. Maybe. All right, yeah, welcome back. Let's put another poll question up here. Where should I go next in terms of GTA, but not Toronto? I'm going to list 2 West End cities and 2 more Eastern End cities. So let's see. You guys are going to be deciding what I'm doing in the future weeks in some of these polls. So I put up... Where should I go next? Mississauga. I've already been to Mississauga, and I've live streamed there and recorded, but only in Port Credit, other than a drive stream where I think I went north up here, Ontario, up to Sherway Mall. Brampton, which is a very common request. Pickering, the home of Dylan Reynolds, and I added Markham. It only let me put 4. Sally McRae says Newmarket. Well, if there was a pencil-in option, I can make sure I ask that the next time I ask one of these polls. Yeah, he says Brampton and Pickering is not that good. No, but if I go to like the downtown area, I could get 1 or 2 videos out of it, and maybe a live stream. And oh yeah, I was just checking to make sure my camera angle was correct. That's why I pulled over there. Look at this truck. This was kind of freaky. But this thing starts lowering right when it's in front of me, and I see all that all that lumber shift down. It took me a second there to figure out what was happening, but it was lowering this thing right onto the bike lane, so I round I go. Femlo says Brampton is uber dangerous to ride in. I could take the GO train there and walk around. I think Adam C, that's Unionville, yes. Alex says Mississauga City Center, Streetsville, or anywhere in Huron, Ontario. Maybe do a walk up Huron, Ontario. Start at like the QEW and walk up to Square One, or go the other way around. William asks, how's Ken? I don't know. I'll be meeting Ken on Tuesday. Be getting together and recording a couple of videos, maybe even a live stream. Who knows? Clayton Crawford says Richmond Hill, Johnny. Richmond Hill. Markham is right across the street from Richmond Hill. It's just north of Steeles. Pickering has a beach. I did not know that, Sanjay. I should have known that. Basic geography tells me it would. Randy C says some of the best Indian food outside of India is in Brampton. And I've heard some of the best Chinese food outside of mainland China and Taiwan is in Markham. Clemlo says Port Credit, Mississauga is pleasant. Yeah, it is. I've been there once on a bike stream. I'll probably take the scooter or e-bike out that way. Petland has no idea where any of those are in the poll. He recognizes the names, but no idea. You can always just pop them into Google. Are gasoline and groceries getting high? Gasoline, yes. Groceries. The groceries I buy, no. I just picked up some Fruit Loops for $2.99. I don't know if that counts as cheap groceries, but to me it is. I like some Fruit Loops. All right, Google, don't. New sign-in to my account. Yes, because I'm using a VPN. Bill Chow voted Markham, preferably Pacific Mall. I think that's on the to-do list. Isn't there another mall right across the street there? Vivian Johnson has never seen the Scarborough Bluffs, but they may be better later on. Yeah, I think this e-bike, I'm going to have the range to get out there. So I'll probably do a ride out to the Bluffs and maybe record a video while I'm there. And I think spring would be a good time to do that. Susan says there's nothing in Richmond Hill you visited and it's far. There's a mall, I think, that's kind of neat. All right, Joseph, no need to be sorry. Bilal says, can we see... Charlie is not my dog, but there'll be more Charlie. I'm pretty sure there'll be more Charlie. Just reading some of your messages. Hello, Mark S. Lisa Palmer cooked some pork roast, steamed asparagus, and fried mushrooms with onions and garlic butter earlier. Neat. I had a pizza. I used a hack through Domino's to get 2 extra toppings for free. Maybe I'll make a video sharing that hack on Johnny Stumble's channel. I need to do more goofy stuff. All right, Clayton. I can maybe I can email you some pictures with Ken that we take next week. Rodrigo says he married his wife at that church. This one right here on the southwest corner. Heritage. Yeah, a lot of people, whenever I say I like Domino's, a lot of people have a lot of hate for it, but I'm kind of a fan. I really like their pan pizzas, and their Brooklyn pizzas are awesome. Don't really care for everything else, but they've also got the best app by far, and it's probably the cheapest. How about a ride from the top of Jameson Avenue to Lakeshore Boulevard and around the lake itself? There's an idea. I've walked from Jameson, connecting it down to the lake. I did that last year, but a ride could be neat. Maybe that's more of a scooter thing. Harry Park says Johnny's mukbang. I'm not doing mukbang. No way. Although there were a few nights on the Johnny Stumbles channel where I let you guys choose what food to order, and we ordered dinner on Uber Eats. Harjot, I am well. Emma says Domino's is meh. Their pan pizzas are excellent. I will die on that hill. Kurtej says, what about breadsticks? No. Have you done in Hogs Hollow? Yes, I've done a few videos in Hogs Hollow, Stephen, including a live stream where someone thought I was, like, casing the neighborhood. She was quite paranoid. This little Karen ran out of her house and told me to stop filming, basically. That was fun. Andre, I've blimmed? Maybe that was a typo? I don't quite understand it. Marcus loves Fruit Loops. Ron Shakesable says, warmest greetings from Malaysia. Henry Park says, Domino's is pretty good in Korea, actually. Much better than Pizza Hut. It's also much better than Pizza Hut here. As I say that, Lisa chimes in, loving pan pizza. This is a cool little retail stretch on Cosburn. Definitely has some East York vibes to it. And if you're wondering, I'm on the 3rd speed level, so I'm locked into 18 kilometers per hour here. Emma says, what video did the Karen appear in? It was... if I have Hogs Hollow in the name, it'll be easy for me to find. If I don't, it'll be hard to find, because I don't know what I named it.
And you're fighting by train, yeah. Right?
It is. I'll have to look that up. I can't find it, but it's one of my older live streams. You've straight up been on a crane at the Islington Station condos and got it on GoPro. Is it a good idea? If you've already done it, you might as well post it, but I can't condone. I think it's illegal and quite dangerous to do that. Claudia's here. Hello, Claudia. Enrico, Paul Spaghetti on the left. I guess we already passed it. Yeah, Alex, it definitely has kind of a similar vibe to York, especially probably around Marley in that area. Hello, Naughty Brown. All right, Bill. When am I going to Mississauga next? I don't know, but that is in the poll, though. It looks like 41% of the people say I should go to Mississauga. I'm thinking I might do like a GO train video where I could show off like the process of boarding the GO train and waiting for it. Then I could record out the window and I could post the GO train ride. Maybe on the Johnny Strides channel, maybe use it as a background video for one of these live streams. And then I could go somewhere in Mississauga and walk around and then come back, I guess. There would be an afternoon. Claudia says, yes, we're winning Mississauga. Out to Cliff Crest. I'm going to have to Google map that one. Cliff Crest is way out east, just east of the Bluffs. It actually includes the Bluffs. Oh, that's where that motel stretch is, along Kingston Road. Mark S says, go to Square One. I have a Square One video on this channel. All right. In 15 minutes, I will reveal my new camera, my new toy. And you can see this in tomorrow's video. I will continue to record for the time being. I just dropped something with my regular DJI camera, but I'll show this new camera off. Alexa, remind me to show the camera in 15 minutes. COVID Hippo would like to see a GO train video. Yeah, I think I need to do more of that sort of thing, especially now that everything's easing up. Alex was on the GO train recently, took it from Port Credit. I used to take that one all the time. I lived in the Port Credit area. Claudia says go to UFT Mississauga. That area, there's nothing in that area. Just big, boring homes on Mississauga Road, right? Hello, Sean Hayden is in the chat. How many people do we have in here? I haven't even checked. Where am I hiding that information? We have, a bit of a smaller crowd tonight. We have 179 viewers. 71 likes. Come on, let's get up to 100 likes. I don't normally ask for likes. Or Streetsville. Yeah, Streetsville is definitely a better area, I would think, than UTM. Hello, Denise McCracken. Craig Dwyer. Sorry, your last name is a bit tough for me. Maybe I'm just an idiot. The Rush beer is yummy and packs a punch. Awesome. I'll try to pick it up next time I'm in the LCBO, providing they have it. Can we see your family home there? Maybe. It's kind of out of the way. I lived in like 4 different homes in Mississauga, actually. One just off of Dundas Street West. And 3 in like Lauren Park, Port Credit. Hello, Maureen Bruce. Good evening. Hamjay liked. There we go. We got the likes up. The likes went up to 93. 94. Awesome. When we get to 100, I will sing a song. How about make a video on Celebration Square? Where is Celebration Square? The GTA is huge and... Oh, that is... Oh, I know exactly where that is. That's Duke of York and Burnhamthorpe. Mississauga. Celebration Square. That's the courtyard of City Hall. Yeah, if I do Mississauga City Center for sure, that'll be there. Andrea's with her friends and went to the condos at Christie Station, and it was like 9 p.m. Oh. You should go to York University and Jane and Finch. Yeah, I need to go back and update Jane and Finch. Good evening, Kevin Hawthorne. All right, I'll end this poll in a few minutes. We'll do another poll. Soldier 1 doesn't know where I should go. All right, so I just turned left onto some street. I don't know what it is, but this street will terminate at the north end of Main Street. So this is my first time on this part of Main Street, and I'm going to take this south down to Gerard, and I think the video is going to get a whole lot more interesting. Once I get to Gerard, we're going to go through Little India. We're going to go past Gerard Square as I start to lose my voice, and then through East Chinatown, and then we're going to be downtown, and then I'm going to make my way up to Midtown. Oh, I'm sure I have an aunt and uncle in Burlington, Wing Zero. I'm sure I'll be there at some point. And I'll probably do Hamilton as well. Patrick grew up in Lorne Park and loved the whole south of Mississauga from Clarkson to Port Credit. It's definitely a bubble inside the city. I grew up in that area. I kind of agree. Port Credit is definitely more walkable and nice than Clarkson. Clarkson's a bit too strip mall-y, but it's definitely my favorite part of Mississauga. Steven says go to Streetsville. You should go to that bay you saw in a pic on the Stumbles channel a couple of months ago. It looked interesting. Not sure I remember that, Pentlands. How about an all TTC subway stations and best attractions nearby each station? There's an idea. There's an idea for some content. Today we're going to Bazarian Station. And the best attraction here is IKEA, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Even the most random stations probably have something nearby. Student says frog in my throat. Yeah, we got to drink it away with some beer. As I look at Celebration Square and the absolute ugliest city hall of all time. Like, what was Mississauga smoking when they decided to build that hideous monstrosity? It is nasty. Alex says IKEA would be near Leslie, but it's a pretty close walk from Bazarian. It's easily, I mean, what else would I say? Mountain Equipment Co-op across the street. Downtown Hamilton around Jackson Square Mall has a lot of weird folk hanging around. It's very entertaining. I remember hanging around there before a show I once went to at Cops Coliseum. It is very entertaining. Claudia just had an IKEA meatball hot dog for dinner. Harja asks how my scooter is doing. My scooter is currently on my balcony. I'm thinking I might fix it and then I might sell it. Maybe Ken will want it if I can get it fixed, because I may have already ordered a new scooter. Yeah, I've been very good. I haven't made any big dumb purchases in a long time. And I made a big dumb purchase 2 days ago. I ordered a new scooter online at like 12 a.m. So I'm kind of excited about it / regretting it, just in case it turns out I can get this thing fixed properly. But the new scooter has much longer range. David Nguyen says pineapple on pizza. Hell yes, pineapple is excellent. If you put pineapple on pizza and pair that up with banana peppers, oh man, I just love that combination. It pops. Johnny never took us back to IKEA North York. Yeah, maybe I need to go do a live stream along that part of Shepherd East again. Tom Bikes can't picture Ken on a scooter. Only thing about Hamilton is just a small blink and it's over. Black Box 863 taking the super chat virginity of the night. Thank you, Black Box.
Just for the hell of it.
863, $10 just for the hell of it. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. Pentland says it was a pic on Reddit of a bay that you remembered from a long time ago, several miles outside of Toronto. I suggested your e-bike there in the spring, and you seemed to like the idea. Of a bay, like a bay department store? Claudia says a new scooter should be fun. I hope so. Naughty Brown bought 3 pairs of sandals. That means the snow will come soon. Chris Mills, we are no longer friends. Anchovies? Really? Anchovies? Ugh. And now we're going south down Main Street, and I'm going to turn right on Gerard Street East, although this part is affectionately known as Upper Gerard, and this is in the Upper Beaches. Oh, no, bay is in the waterfront. All right, I'll have to track that down, Petlands. We're going to end this poll. It looks like Mississauga clearly came out ahead at 42% of the vote. 24% said Pickering, 16% said Brampton, and 16% said Markham. So I'm going to have to get my lazy butt out of Toronto pretty soon, and we'll go check out some of those places. No, Chris Mills, no. Hamilton is a big landmass. Not sure why someone says Blink. Maybe they just meant interesting part of downtown. Ken had a dream of Mary Poppins. Patrick. The initials may be LP, if that rings a bell. Alex gets around, says yay. Chicken on pizza is the worst, though. Depends on the chicken. Chicken on pizza with barbecue sauce isn't so bad. The Rattray Marsh in Mississauga would be cool. Yeah, I remember walking through there and seeing like just snapping turtles laying their eggs just chilling. It's pretty crazy. You're just like, whoa, there's a snapping turtle. I think it'd bite my finger off. There's all kinds of crazy wildlife in the Rattray Marsh. Patrick says that rings a bell. It should. Manny Moore says Markham. Let's get another poll up, even though I'm going to show the camera off in 5 minutes. What's another... Okay, I'm going to ask about... No smart-ass options on this one. I asked, what kind of transit video should I do next week? All right, send some pictures. Why don't you make a YouTube channel and put some videos of that? What type of transit video should be next? Go train to the suburbs, a go bus to the suburbs, or the Up Express to the airport? What would you rather see? I'll show off just like the boarding process, getting the ticket, jumping on the train. I don't know if I'll film the whole ride, but we'll film part of it at least. What's the best Napolitana pizzeria in Toronto? I have no idea, Raphael. I have no idea. Emma is voting for Airport Express. Will you be riding along the new Eglinton Crosstown when it opens, Jaden416? Well, seeing as I live steps from Eglinton, I will be, and I will absolutely be recording that. And in the video, we're going to answer the million-dollar question. What is faster, an e-bike pegged to 18 kilometers per hour or a streetcar? That is the 506 Carlton streetcar. And if I didn't constantly have to stop every single time the streetcar stopped, I would be much more ahead. But since the streetcar was forcing me to stop, I couldn't really leapfrog it. But eventually, I'll speed up and get past it. How old am I? I am all of... Well, there's 2 numbers in my age, a 1 and a 4. Any good microbreweries in the downtown area? Micro... in the downtown area. I like Radical Road in Leslieville is really good. There's a few. There's Left Field also out that way. That's really good. There's a few good ones around Ossington and Queen. In terms of downtown, I don't think Steam Whistle counts as microbrewer anymore, but I think Steam Whistle is excellent. And that's an awesome tour you could go on as well. I would highly recommend the Steam Whistle tour. Are you going to do a new Eglinton bike ride from Etobicoke to Kennedy to check out the crosstown progress? Yeah, maybe, Jaden. I did that last year. Maybe a person said Hamilton, blink in the eye. Maybe Wing Zero. Race a streetcar. We are racing a streetcar. Susan says I'm a good driver. Claudia thinks says 14 or 41. Yeah, maybe. I'm one of the two. Just reading some of your questions. Are Americans visiting Toronto? Not in big numbers yet. I imagine in the summertime we'll start to see a lot more American plates, especially around Carabana. Hopefully, Pride and Carabana, those two events alone tend to bring in droves of Americans. Susan says I look too mature to be 14. Thanks. Is there a Mrs. Strides? You're looking at her. The van full of weirdos, juicy IPA. Which is courtesy of our friend Brad Palmer. He sent me a super chat to buy a nice cold IPA. And I didn't have any IPAs in my thing when I was at the LCBO, and I remembered that super chat, so I added this. And that is what we're drinking tonight. I was kind of hoping Brad would pop into the stream, but hopefully he's up to something better. From Etobicoke to Candy. I might go the other way on Eglinton. I might go from here, Eglinton West. There's an idea. I haven't done Eglinton West, so I'll do an e-bike ride going that way. Susan says the Chinatown Festival is coming back. I'm not aware of any big festivals that aren't coming back. Yeah, Bill Chow, I don't know if they would let me do that in the airport, but I'll definitely go out there and make some content. Yes, the can is green. Stony Creek, Waterdown, Dundas, Original Hamilton. Do Eglinton from Yonge to Renforth, passing through York and Etobicoke. Yes, there's an idea. I've already done Eglinton East all the way out to Scarborough. Oh, you're welcome, Rick Clegg. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the CNE will be back. Will you be doing the Pride Parade? Probably, Mark. A lot of copyright music and naked people to blur out when you do the Pride. Alexa, stop. Chris Mill says baseball is back. Baseball is back, and the Jays are looking good this year. As we are heading south now on Coxwell. This is not Gerard, but Gerard will continue here. Gerard came to an end, and then I turned left. Now we're heading south down Coxwell, and I'm about to turn right on Gerard, and we're going to head through Little India and then East Chinatown. All right, so as promised, this is a camera I use. Where's the normal camera I use? I've got a whole bunch of these things. These are the cameras I use. I even use these to film my bike rides now. I stopped using the GoPro and the DJI. So it's just a little gimbal camera that follows me around. But there's a few things that are kind of annoying about these. One, they're not very reliable. They tend to break down a lot. You can ask Action Kid. They're not the best cameras in terms of reliability. Two, they have built-in batteries. My original one of these, the battery only goes about 10 or 15 minutes. Also, they're USB-C only. There's no audio jack. So while they're amazing little cameras, and nobody to date has built a better alternative than this, they still have some quirks. And I've purchased like 6 of these things cash at like $500 each. So if just the first one they made worked really well, I would only have had to have purchased one. I probably would have got the second one. So I've spent $3,000 on multiple of these things just because they're super unreliable. And they always die after warranty. So when I saw this particular company announced a new camera, I reached out to them. I sent them an email and I was like, hey, could you send me one of your cameras? I'd like to try it. And to my astonishment, they said yes. So they sent me this thing here. So it's bigger. Let me turn it on. Oh, I don't have a battery in it. But what really drew me to this camera was you can change the battery. Like, imagine that. Tim Cook would be losing his mind. A device where you can change the battery. So that I thought was really cool. They give you a battery charger and a second battery. It's got a tripod jack so you can mount it on the bottom. That is really awesome. It's got an audio jack so you can plug a microphone into it. They even give you a little microphone. So if you don't want to supply your own mic, I can just plug that in there, and it's got a little wind cover on it, and it works decently well. And I can live stream with it. So there is the camera. So it works the same as the DJI pretty much. It's 4K. It can do 4K 60. It's wider. It can do face tracking. It has Face ID. I haven't tested out the live streaming capability of it yet. There's the name of the camera. So it's pretty nifty. Now, this is pre-release. So this one, the firmware, it's not final. I think there's still some things to improve. I noticed a few bugs with it. So it's not perfect right now. But if they can, and I think you might see some of the flaws in my video tomorrow. But if they can perfect it and get over a few of the little shortcomings, I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited to have this. And they did not pay me any money. I told them I'm just going to show the camera, like I'm going to use it, and people can. I'm not going to hide any flaws. I'm not going to say good things about it if it sucks. And it certainly has some issues, but hey man, thank you to this company for sending me this camera, and tomorrow's video is filmed with the camera. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's made by a company called Firmware that is known for their dash cams, and they're a South Korean camera. Clayton Crawford. There are no better cameras than this in this form factor. If I wanted to spend more money, I'd end up with a huge camera. So long story short, it's not a review tomorrow. I just recorded a walk with the camera. There are a few bugs, but I think they're going to be able to fix them through firmware. So, hey, who knows? We'll see what the future holds with that camera. But there we go. And I'll probably make a few more videos with it, and I'll probably live stream with it. But we'll see. We'll see. Claudia says, sounds great. You'll have to watch the vid. Yeah, the video, it's of the South Core District. I walked over to the CN Tower. It's only 25 minutes. I don't even know if I'm going to premiere it or not. But yeah, that's my new toy that I basically begged for, and they sent it to me. And I still haven't passed this damn streetcar. Ooh, we are trying to race the streetcar. So now we are heading west. We're in between Little India and East Chinatown. I think coming up on the right will be Gerard Square. Susan says, oh, so no more Osmo Pocket? No, I'll still be, it's no longer called the Osmo, but I'll still be using the DJI Pocket for the foreseeable future. Tom Bikes 416 saw me and said hi on that walk. Was that yesterday? Yeah, Bill. Even, you know what? Because they have a built-in, or they have a user replaceable battery, and because they have an audio jack, even if the product was not good, I still want to support them because every camera should have those features. Like, it's bad for the environment. It's planned obsolescence to seal a battery into a camera. I think it's garbage that companies get away with that now. So I want to support them. So even if it was not good, I would still keep encouraging this company to improve it until it gets good, because I think that is much better for the future. Lol, Johnny begged. Jeanette says $10 for tomorrow's AM coffee. Good night, Johnny and Freds. Thank you very much for the $10, Jeanette. I will enjoy that coffee. Didn't you send a super chat this morning as well? You are spoiling me big time. But thank you, Jeanette. Stay warm and safe down in Houston. Tom Bike says yesterday near the aquarium. Oh, I'll have to rewatch that video. I was so preoccupied with trying to use this camera that maybe I missed it. Does Toronto still have a film festival? Yes, we do. The TIFF. It's at the end of summer, beginning of fall.
For tomorrow's AM coffee, winking face, G and Johnny and friends, smiling face with hearts.
At least I think that's when it is. All right. Thank you, Jeanette. Do you like how my left arm is cut off? Because that's as far left as my camera goes. And we are leaving Leslieville and we are entering Riverdale as we go under these tracks. And there's the Real Jerk. This place on the right was featured in a Drake music video. I'm not a fan of Drake, so I don't know which one, but that place was in one of his music videos. And we are entering East Chinatown. And yeah, I don't really have to worry about these streetcar tracks with the tires on this bike, unfortunately. Mark says, remember Benedict Cumberbatch? Yeah, all the people waiting for him, and I decided not to wait for him because I didn't think that would be worth it. Even though I probably could have made a little highlight clip out of that. Emma says Drake is a Toronto icon. Yeah, for better or worse, he is. I've made a few videos that have featured his mansion at some point up in the bridle path. Well, I was recording a video on my bike, Susan. And this is morning, and I wasn't hungry, and I already had breakfast. There's an ad there for Joe and Carol on the right. What channel is that going to be on? Or what streaming service is more like it? It's going to be on Peacock. Joe vs. Carol. It's an American drama streaming limited series starring John Cameron Mitchell and Kate McKinnon. So it's based on the Tiger King. That might be cool, or it might be really trashy. I'll probably check it out. How about location shot areas and film sets? Yeah, I thought about doing that for the movie Shazam. I do often point that out when I record my regular videos. Like, I'll be like, oh, there's where Tommy Boy was filmed. There's where Good Will Hunting was. But maybe I think that might be good on a scooter or e-bike, because I could go from spot to spot. Wow, Mark, that is pretty neat. I didn't say Drake wasn't a good person. I just, maybe he likes people that are a bit too young for his age. But other than that, I mean, I'm just not a fan of his music. Alex, how is Bitcoin a scam? What is a scam about it that is any different from real money, which isn't actually backed by anything? I think cryptocurrency is definitely not a scam. All right, Claudia, have a good night. Yeah, Good Will Hunting was great. Let's see. Where are we on this video? This video has 41 minutes left. So that's roughly how long is left in this stream. I usually have these go about an hour and a half. So we are back to Broadway, or Broadview. I started at Broadview. I don't know, Clayton. I don't know. All right, COVID Hippo. Have a good night. Everyone's bailing on us. You're all leaving. We still got 40 minutes left. Hello, Kathleen Doss. Bertedge likes Robin Williams. Wasn't he bipolar? But I really enjoyed all of his work. Although I was a little disappointed in Death to Smoochie. Duffin's Bay? That name is not jumping out to me, Pentlands. I can look it up. Yeah, Wing Zero, there's some creepy stories there. Ajax, Waterfront. I don't think that would ring a bell, to be honest with you. Before and now, yeah, Lisa had that suggestion as well. You can see the Old Toronto Series YouTube channel has a lot of excellent videos of Toronto in the past. And I think the library has a pretty extensive archives, so you could, or I could theoretically take a pic and try to recreate that shot. Peter Hewlett is still here. Thank you, Peter Hewlett. Do you think these streams are too late? Should I? Here, let's end this. This poll says GO train to suburbs 53%. Looks like the GO train wins out. The UP Express to the airport 31%. The GO bus to the suburbs 16%. Ah, poll. I have the poll up so I can't see your chat. What was that? I was just going to ask. Poll is up. Let me know your answer. When would you like to see these Friday night streams? 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. 8 is fine. And there is a last option because I started at 8. And I've noticed, along with my Sunday stream, people start to tail off at a certain time. So I was thinking, I wonder if 7 is better. I don't really know. TVDXER says suburbs. Yeah, I've read about that, Wing Zero. Kind of creepy. Sanjib asks if I like hockey. I'm not the biggest fan. Call me a traitor Canadian if you want. Margate Dougie sent her a check for her sticker renewal. Awesome. FM 303. Any updates on the ideas for top 10 lists? Yeah, I'm going to do a video along those lines for the Stumbles channel. And if all goes well, I'm going to start doing them on this channel. Yogi says earlier as it's 1 a.m. start for me. What are you doing, Yogi? Why are you here? You need to sleep. I don't. I wish I had the means to pay you, Yogi. You're amazing. Thank you for... Yogi is a mod that if there were a pending nuclear disaster, Yogi would still be here. If Yogi was in Kiev, she would still be here modding these streams, right? Remember that time you came on real late, Johnny? Yeah, I've done that a few times, Lisa Palmer. Gertech says it's late. Alexa, what time is it in England? It's 1 a.m. according to, which means it's 9 p.m. here. Pentland says being from the UK, the earlier the better. Helps even more that your DST is kicked in earlier than ours. Yeah, I'll try to move these to 7 p.m. It has to do with my schedule too and shifting things around. But if we can do it a bit earlier, maybe we'll do it. Susan was home for that late stream. You finished a shift. I hope not. Chris Mills as well. All right, so we are well into the east side of downtown. And tonight's walk that I recorded was the east side downtown walk. It started off really interesting, and then it kind of got boring the further east I went. It's 10 p.m. there in New Brunswick. I guess it would be 10 p.m. in Halifax as well. That's where Bevy is. Yogi is celebrating Pancake Day, asks Susan. The Ottawa Wanderer, $10. These streams and your positivity is so appreciated. We need people like you to make this world a better place. Thank you.
These streams and your positivity is so appreciated. We need people like you to make this world a better place.
Lisa, your support is amazing. Thank you very much, Lisa. Who also has a channel. Go check it out. if you're so inclined. I think she does a good job with her channel. Yo, Rogers, why so janky? Thank you again, Lisa Palmer, for the $10. Susan, it sounds like Rogers does not have very good service where you live. So this is Gerard Street East. I've been on Gerard Street for quite a while, and I take it all the way to where Gerard finishes, actually, at University. And then we start heading north up to Midtown. And I gotta say, not only did I really have to go to the bathroom right now, but my fingers were freezing. I didn't, even though it was 6 degrees out, it was kind of windy, and I didn't double glove. And for some reason, like my fingers were just like ice cold, and I took like the longest, hottest shower after I got home, and I still felt chills for like an hour or two after this stream or after this ride. Sanjib says, "Hey Johnny, can you change the Johnny Stumbles live stream?" No, that one. What do you mean change? Change how? Time wise? That one is usually 7 to 8 p.m. Susan says, Bell Fiber dug up your mom's garden. If they're really putting in fiber, that is worth it. If it was just their BS5, no. But if it's actual fiber lines, sure. Ever try one of those 360 cameras? No, I've seen some other channels do it. I'm not really a huge fan. You give up a lot of resolution, and I'm not really sure people are sitting there like spinning around the screen on their device. Fahid uses ski gloves when riding. There's an idea. I have some ski gloves. Sometimes people also have those like mittens baked into like their e-bike, you see. Alex prefers 8 start times on the Stumbles channel. The Stumbles one isn't so serious, so I kind of get to that when I get to that, but usually it's 7 or 7 to 8. I'm not sure, Sanjib, what exactly that request is. Chris Mills says, are you getting the Bell Fiber? I'm getting Bell Fiber. They've just installed it into my building. Hey, there's Hooker Harvey's. There's the infamous Harvey's, by the way. They just installed Bell Fiber into my building and into my unit, and they said there's about a month of testing that they have to do, and then it usually takes about another month after that before the service is live. And you know how pushy those salespeople are. So I've already got a salesman who said he's going to call me the instant it's available and give me a discount. We'll see it when we believe it, but I am definitely switching to fiber the moment it's available in my building. Johnny, would you ever buy skis if another snowstorm happened? Nope. Can't say I would. Yeah, I saw them in Korea a lot. That's actually quite common on a lot of the scooters there. Maybe they just had a different coating on them, but there was no bags. That wouldn't work for me, wrapping it in a plastic bag. You would just hear like plastic rustling through the wind on all my rides. What are the specs? I think it goes up to 1,000 up and 1,000 down. For reference right now, I have, I think, 750 down and 30 up. I don't really care about the download, but it's the upload. Oh, Sanjib, you mean the 24/7 live stream? Yeah, I'm probably going to update that next week. I haven't been into that one since I got back from Mexico, so I got to stop ignoring it. Hey, car in a bike lane. Good job. Good job. Just put your park anywhere lights on. Flash your 4-ways. Do not wear leather on the streams. That's a good tip. I don't have any leather anyways. Are you finding a lot of dog poop around? I think it's about the same amount of dog poop as always. Clayton's glad I'm getting more fiber in my diet. Yogi's telling me to take off all the Xmas videos. Well, they're just, I think I'm going to go with non-narrated videos. I think I'm just I've built up a little collection of these videos that I've been putting on the Strides Friday night channels, like this one. So maybe I'm just going to throw them into a playlist and upload that. Chris Mills says asymmetric. Cool. Yeah. I mean, They're low on the fiber packages. I think their slowest upload rate is like 150, which is so much better than what I have now. But I'll spring for the biggest package. Yogi says that would be good. All right, T Dumpf says, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you for joining in. Good to see you. How many people do we have watching now? We have 205. And we have 1,372 views in total right now. All right, I'm going to be back in a second. I just have to go to the little boys' room, but I'll turn the sound up so you can hear the whole bike ride while I leave. I'm about to turn right and head north up University Avenue, but I'm going to put the ambient sound back on. I'll be back in a minute. Yoink. I did not change a light bulb. So now we're heading north up Queen's Park, actually. I'll drop that volume. Susan says, is it too late to be snacking? I don't think so. Any plans to go back to the islands? Like, you love the waterfront area and the islands are incredible. Yeah, I'll be back for sure. Probably in the spring. It's hard to stream from there because you don't have the best connection. But I'll definitely head over at some point and see what I can do. Maybe I can make a deal with one of those water taxis. Like, hey, take me across and let me make a video. And I'll show off your service in exchange for a free ride. That's a pretty good deal. That's too good a deal for them. Or maybe I'll just pay and not tell them I'm filming it. We'll figure it out. Harry is having egg sandwiches and watching my live. Nice Sunday morning. Alexa, what time is it in South Korea right now? Ooh, it's 10:11 a.m. Good morning to you, Harry Park. Black Box had to step out. Is Johnny changing a light bulb? No, I was not. Yeah, Pentlands. I did 2 videos from the islands last year. I did one with CJ Hoyle, a collaborative bike ride effort. One video on my channel, one on his, and then I did a walking video of the islands. Oh, I also did one on one of the rides, and then I did a live stream. Yeah, I'm not really into the mukbang, but I already have an idea along those lines in terms of the eating. Should these Friday night streams start earlier? 22% said 7, 14% said 7:30, and 50% said 8, and 15% want to know where they can eat a giraffe burger. I don't know. Don't know where you can eat a giraffe burger. I don't know why that was in the poll, but thank you for answering. Do I have any more? Ooh, let's one more poll for the night. How much longer is it, this video? All right, this video will be done in 19 minutes, by the way. Okay, cast your votes for which type of stream do you like best? Bilal, it reminds me of a drive and listen app. Ahmed Mohammed, $27.99. Holy shit. You are amazing. Thank you, Ahmed Mohammed. That is awesome support. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really goes a long way in terms of supporting the channel and what I can do. I just purchased a very expensive new item to make some videos. So thank you very much, Ahmed Mohammed, for your support. It's very much appreciated. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Thank you again. Skate around the ferry is $7. The private taxis are around double. Susan is torn between walking and home stream. Yeah, in terms of which ones do best viewer-wise, I can tell you the walking live streams are easily the best. Easily. But I don't really care about maximizing, like, doing things in terms of what's most profitable. I just want to do what's most enjoyable for me and the community. But the walking streams definitely draw the most views. So I'm not surprised that's going to win. And then the other 3 are kind of a toss-up. But we have 53% voting walking, 28% voting home stream, 18% e-bike, and no one has voted for scooter. Oh no. Should I not have just bought a fancy, expensive new scooter? Actually, the e-scooter streams, I think, do a little better than the e-bike streams. And they're a bit more interactive. It's kind of easier just to kind of hop off the e-scooter and kind of chat with people and take the camera out. It's a bit more of an ordeal on the e-bike. So even though 19% are preferring the e-bike, I think the e-scooter is a little better for a stream. Also, in terms of safety, walking is where you're more likely to encounter someone crazy. I'm just reading some of your channels. Have you ever thought of going to the zoo? Yeah, at some point. T-Dump says, how often do you get recognized when you're out shooting videos? Several times a week. I shoot about 7 or 8 videos a week plus live streams, and I probably get recognized 3 or 4 times a week. Kramer says, I think I like the walking because you're amongst the people. Yeah, that's a double-edged sword, right? You're with the people where it's most awkward, but it's also the most interesting. Rick Clegg says walking 100. Yogi says driving streams are good too. Yeah, but I can't regularly do the driving streams. Fahad says, what's your thought process when choosing a route to walk, bike, or scoot? I try to pick something that I haven't done in a while. I try to wait until enough time has passed before I go back and do something. But I've pretty much covered downtown a million times over. So once or twice a week, I try to pick out something that I haven't yet done. I haven't been so good at that.
Put towards fixing scooter.
But now that we're back, and Black Box 863-2222 put towards fixing the scooter. Thank you, Black Box. That is amazing. I'm going to try to get that scooter fixed up, and maybe we could get Ken out and riding it at some point, or someone. Maybe we'll find it a new home, but I may have ordered a new scooter, but I'm kind of excited about getting out on the new scooter. Either way, thank you, Black Box 863. That will go to good use. And that's your second one tonight. So thank you again. Lisa Palmer likes the interaction and positive vibes from the home streams. Just feels more interactive. Yeah, when I'm walking, I still miss a ton of stuff, right? There's way more people in the chat. It goes by way faster. Plus, I'm not trying to walk into people. So, yeah. Pentland says the poll should have multiple selections. You prefer the Stumbles live streams because people can communicate with you, but I also love the e-bike. This will go against the ladies, but I prefer more speed. Yeah, Pentlands, that's a tough one to manage. Like, I'm going pretty slow on the e-bike here, but at some point I turn it up to a higher speed and I start hauling pretty good. Andrew's favorites are the e-bike streams. Well, I have good news. I'm going to try to do at least one of each kind of stream every week. So especially now that the weather is getting better, it's not like during the winter when it's cold and you're like, do I really want to go out and spend an hour and a half and 2 hours walking around? Like, you end up just doing 2, maybe 3 streams a week just because it's cold, and the e-bike and e-scooter aren't, at least for me this winter, weren't an option. But now the weather's getting better. I think we're going to see a lot more streaming outside. So I'm kind of excited about it. Sunjib says bus streams are good too. Awkward talking around to other people that can listen to everything. That might be kind of weird. Fathim says we need a Sunrise Financial District walk. That would be really cool. That would be. And I believe a certain moderator who might be here has requested a Sunrise stream. Rick says walking as a viewer, I can absorb more visually. Yeah, definitely the majority of the regular videos that I put up are walking. There'll be 1, maybe 2 two-wheeled videos a week. There'll be 5 walking videos a week. But this is more streaming, I think. It's just, we'll do one of each at least. Johnny, no Sunrise stream. That's going to take a hell of an effort, Susan. That's going to be a big effort. Hey, Ree. Yes, I am not really a morning person. You got that right. Hello, Magic Times from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello. Cruise boat live streams, says Sarah. That sucks. What kind of shampoo do I use? I use Garnier Fructis 2-in-1. If you're not using 2-in-1, you're doing life wrong. Black Box is drunk and his cast just came off today. That's such a weird feeling when you get something off, especially if it's your finger and you're like, I can kind of move it. The doctor says I'm healthy, and you gotta because your tendons are so wound tight, it takes weeks and weeks till it just starts to feel normal again. But it's so good to get that cast off. So congrats for that. Britt Clegg says, to be honest, I like them all. John appreciates the mix of videos. I'm going to try to mix it up even more going on later this year. Mark says, oh no, what did you do with the 5-in-1? The 5-in-1 I just use as body wash. Frankly, it does a horrible job on the hair. It is not good. Oh, I remember this. I had to jump out to the left because the fire truck. And I have ratcheted up the speed here. So I'm going, although we're going uphill, but once I'm off this uphill stretch, I should be locked in at around 24 kilometers. Slipped and fell on your wrist on black ice. Yikes. They say don't fall on your hands, but that's your instinct, right? You break your fall with your hands. I say that as I show my bent pinky finger, but there we go. John O'Meara says body wash equals more expensive than soap. I think it is actually. Johnny, have you ever considered a cemetery walk for Halloween? I did. I had one with Ken, actually. Then we found out at nighttime the few cemeteries we picked weren't open, so we couldn't do that. I don't know, Susan. I have no idea the science of it. So we are going north up the east side of Yonge Street. So this is kind of a familiar journey if you watch the channel. I'm just heading home right now. We have 10 minutes left in the video, therefore the stream. And I will be back on Sunday night to do a Sunday night stumbles. The last Sunday night stream, we went through some old photo albums of mine. So maybe I'll do another photo album or two for this Sunday. I still have to kind of prepare for that. Yeah, Lisa Palmer, I can attest to that. I did that a few weeks ago. Quite publicly, I did that. I think it was about 3 weeks ago when I fell off my bike. Yikes. Black box, 6 weeks in a cast. Yeah, usually it's about like 3 to 6 weeks. If it's a very minor fracture, you can get away with 3. Michael, yes, I did buy a new helmet. I had a very generous super chat to put towards a new helmet, and I bought one. And this new helmet is more comfortable than the old helmet. I think the most important thing about a helmet is that it's comfortable, more than its safety rating, because you're just more likely to wear it and use it and feel comfortable in it, the better it fits. But what the hell do I know about that? Musings from someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. Gertedge won't be watching my streaming on Sunday. Oh no. Well, I hope you have a good time wherever you are. Your wrist is really stiff, so you're using JD for therapy. I don't know what JD is, but I used to use, what was that stuff? Paraffin wax. In Korea, they would always like use paraffin wax. That stuff, it felt really good. I don't know if it's effective or not, but I used paraffin wax, and then there'd be some like laser treatment that they shoot on. Apparently it heals your ligaments quicker. This guy was annoying. Look at that. He turns right in front of this truck. Like, stay in the bike lane, dumbass. How hard is it to just turn and stay in your lane? That truck must have felt like running him over. And then he goes super ass slow. So I have to slow down here to not pass him. What is the worst poutine in Toronto? I don't know. Poutine's one of those things where as long as the only way you can make a bad poutine is if you don't use cheese curds or you like undercook the fries. So it tastes, if you have like raw fries, that can be gross. I've had that a few times. One of the restaurants in Mexico, actually, at this resort that had amazing food, gave us fries that were kind of a bit too raw and they tasted gross. It's pretty hard to screw up a poutine. If you have half decent gravy, real cheese curds, and half decent fries, you've got a pretty good dish. He says winding down right now. Hammy J says McDonald's poutine is the worst. Kramer has witnessed some road rage in some of the vids. Harry says, yeah, that treatment is quite normal in Korea. Yeah, when I was getting the laser treatment after the paraffin wax, I remember Googling it, and it was like, this is not proven. Some places do this in certain parts of the world, and I'm like, is this science? What is happening? But hey, I still healed, so I'm assuming it helped. Raymond says the Bathurst and King McDonald's. Didn't that, well, the Dufferin and King McDonald's got torn down. I think they might be rebuilding it. There's the Bathurst and King McDonald's. I know that one for sure. There's a second cup right next to it. Fahad agrees McDonald's poutine is horrible. John O'Meara is not a poutine person. That's why I had to leave Quebec. That's why you had to leave Quebec. There's poutine everywhere. I got to get out of here. John says slow cyclists are worse than slow walkers, especially in a narrow bike lane where you can't really pass that well. And I have somehow nursed this beer to last the entire stream. You are from Cancun and you love my videos there. You should go to Mexico City next. Yeah, that would be neat. I've seen a bald and bankrupt to go there. He also went to Ukraine just as the war was breaking out, and then he had to escape. There's another YouTuber I watched, Lucas Brunel. He went into the war, which is kind of nuts, but he has some very interesting videos there. Susan says Dufferin and King moved into the plaza with Canadian Tire. Oh, that is quite a bit west of there, though, or east of there. That is nowhere near its original location, because there is a Burger King at Dufferin and King. But I know what you're talking about, Susan. It wouldn't surprise me as being weird if they had them in both locations, because they're not really that close together. Gertedge says, what about New York Fries? I used to work at a New York Fries. I worked at the Square One location back in high school. They're as long as they cook their fries right, it's pretty solid. Black Box says a bottle of Jack. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Now I get it. That would be the best physiotherapy of all. Since when did poutine become a national dish? Yeah, it's really more of a Quebec thing, although bars all over Toronto do have it. But I think about 10 or 15 years ago, poutine became really popular in certain cities like Chicago. And it was just easier for them to say this is a Canadian thing than this is a Quebec thing. So I think the popularity in the States probably led to that idea that it's like a national dish, even though it's really a Quebec thing. At least that's just my hot take on that situation. Chris Mills has been watching a guy named Colin Furs. He is building a tunnel under his house. What? That's pretty nuts. I'm always down for checking out some weird YouTube. Colin Furs. He has 11.8 million subscribers. Way to make me feel small. Digging a secret tunnel, part 8, house to shed. Does this also double as a bomb shelter? The Ottawa Wanderer likes a poutine a couple of times a year, Max. Every once in a while, when I'm at like A&W or one of those places, I'll pay the extra $4 or whatever it is and turn my fries into a poutine. Every once in a while. And we are heading north up Duplex Avenue. We are heading home. Gertedge says all this talk about food is making him hungry. Look how choppy the right side of the road is. The left side of the road is pretty good. The right side of the road is like being in a Mad Max movie. Look at it. It's just like pothole city. There's Eglinton Station on the right. Look at this. Those buses have destroyed this road. Buses and all the construction machinery. I think when they're building across town, this is where all the big heavy trucks roll through. Where do you want to travel next? Honestly, I want to get my ass back to Asia somewhere. I don't know if Japan has reopened to travelers, but something like Vietnam I think would be really cool. Kramer says get an air fryer and you can make the best fries. I would like to try that out. That might be neat. Oh, it's cold. Peter says poutine did start in Quebec and it's full of cholesterol. You don't have to be a nutritionist, or I guess the correct term is dietitian. Did you guys know nutritionist is like a bullshit term that anyone can claim they are, but dietitian is like the legal scientific term that you actually go to school and get a degree in. So if someone says dietitian, they're the real thing. If they say nutritionist, that means they watch some YouTube videos. But I was about to say, not like you have to be a dietitian to know that poutine is not healthy. Susan made an air fryer char siu chicken. Dad approved. Awesome. Harry doesn't miss poutine much. I used to have poutine at the New York Fries in Gangnam Station in Korea. And they did not use real cheese curds, which was kind of weird. What's your favorite way to relax? Probably what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to crack another beer open and sit in front of the 65-inch and just catch up on YouTube videos. I've been bad. I've been neglecting going through the comments on this channel. So I'm probably going to go through that at some point. Maybe I'll do that tonight as well, but I need some time to just chill out. And because that parking lot was so full, I decided to head over to the parking lot of the fire station here to end the video. John O'Meara says cheese curds, gravy, fries cooked in oil. That would do it. Trifecta. It's kind of like when you get a combo from McDonald's, right? You get the burger, you get the fries, and if you get a sugary pop, that's also a nasty trifecta. Turn those fries into a salad. Turn that drink into something that isn't a sugary soda, and you have made your meal taste a whole lot worse, but gotten rid of 2 of the bad 3 things. Susan says poutine is a heart attack. Rick says, all right, brother, have a great day. Yes. Naughty Brown says, don't go. We're done. We're done. The video is done. But I'll be back on Sunday night on the Johnny Stumbles channel. So if you're interested in hanging out more, we'll go through some old pictures maybe again. We'll just kind of hang out. Those streams are different because I share my screen and it's a bit more interactive. And we just kind of hang out. Whereas this is more like watching some videos I just made for it. Both are good, but I definitely appreciate everyone who dropped by. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't. We're at, how many likes are we at right now? We are at 164 likes. Let's get up to 170. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. I don't normally ask, but we're at the end of the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Head over to the other channel, Johnny Stumbles, and subscribe there. Huge, huge thanks to our super chatters. You guys are awesome. Thank you to our mods. Thank you to our Patreon supporters and our channel members, and thank you to everyone else for just joining in and hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. I will probably be back next Friday. I don't want to say for sure, but probably. And I will be back on Sundays. And tomorrow morning will be a video featuring the new camera. Just remember, it is pre-production, so that is there's still some stuff to iron out with the firmware. So go easy on it. I think for a first draft, it's definitely an excellent product. Thank you, Vivian Johnson, Naughty Brown, Ron, Kathleen, Margate, Gertedge, Lisa Palmer, Yogi again, Susan, Maria Walks, and Pentlands, and everyone else, Clayton Crawford. Thank you so much. Joe's Crayons is here. All right, I'm going to hit the end button. So stay safe, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.